good show.
I do.
Let's see. Has greater assets than Emma.
Limes. So we're going to see a lot of Americans racing to pick these.
Meanwhile, you're just fine with people being paid substandard wages, treated like shit, in a hot field all day because, well, it's against what the orange man wants. I thought you were the party of the poor and the downtrodden and human rights and all that other gobbledygook crap. Because Sam Cedar's solution, that doesn't work. Yeah, geez, it's almost like getting illegals out will force the farmers to be honest businessmen. But do we not have harvesters?
And of course, get ready to pay for more of your oranges and lemons, which, you know, frankly, we should pay more.
Well, we have a plethora of cheap labor to help on the farms. Do we not have prisons? We could load up students for $15 an hour. Just saying. I mean, the rate the public fucking failed. Have unemployed people right now. How about all the people on welfare? Some fucking crops. Wait. God damn it. The program, I don't know if it's the... Alright, well, I'll do this for a minute, and then I'll switch back and see if the problem can, whatever.
Is one way to do it. The other way to do it would be to give them legal status so they could unionize. But
first off, Sam, unions suck. Second off, unions suck. And third off, the United States cannot take that many new citizens. Fourth, they committed a crime by entering the country illegally. I know your fucking platform is no walls, no balls, no USA at all. But that's not the way this shit works here, boy.
That the action made some ag workers too afraid to show up for work, bringing the area's citrus harvest to a virtual halt.
Again, there's high school kids and there's prisoners. Plus, there's a bunch of people sitting on their ass doing nothing.
The Farm Bureau says just the threat of deportations could be enough to deter many of the 55,000 migrant workers the valley needs to operate during harvest season. Food prices.
They were called essential workers during the pandemic when our nation needed them, and now they are asking us.
Instrucciones precisas de nuestra presidenta Claudia.
Speak fucking English!
Sheinbaum.
The Mexican cost.
What part of this is confusing for conservatives?
All right. Use your brain. I know it's not a muscle you work out often, but use your brain.
You voted for the guy who said he was going to deport all the illegals.
Yes, I did.
ICE agents start deporting illegals. And
yes, they do.
Detaining illegals.
Okay.
So the illegal immigrants don't show up to work because...
Yes. So now the farmer has to hire American labor or labor that has a right to work in this country. This is not that hard of a concept.
Because if they show up to work, they're going to get arrested.
And by the way, this idea that this will lead to catastrophically high food prices is absolutely laughably false. The government already pays farmers through farm subsidies to keep the price of food artificially low. Farming, while yes, it is a capitalist business, doesn't operate under the same rules of capitalism as every other industry. And that's not a bad thing. I used to be against farm subsidies. Then it's like, well, if they didn't exist, then yeah, eggs would be $38 a dozen.
So these people have no one to work the job. So the crop.
Are there not Americans that we can either compel to do the job or B, actually would do the job? Again, how many high school students would sign up rather than sitting on their ass all day in class, go work on a field for $15 an hour? And fucking have the government subsidize it. Why not?
Crops go unpicked so they don't end up.
Well, no, prisoners are not slaves, but they generally get told what to do and when to do it and where to do it. I have no sympathy for them because, you know, to get into prison, you have had to have committed and been found guilty beyond a reasonable doubt of a crime. So I don't give two shits. We have the workforce in the United States right now. We don't need to bus people in from fucking Mexico or Guatemala or Haiti or wherever the fuck they're coming from. Also, most of them are not working in the agricultural industry. Most of them are dicking around selling drugs in the inner city. But they all committed a crime. Again, try to enter Canada illegally, see what happens. Try to enter Mexico illegally, see what happens. Why is it that the United States must be more open for immigration than fucking Courtney Love's cunt?
Which part of this was supposed to do what you wanted it to?
I don't know, the same part that compelled you to pay 3 times as much for a salad that you could have easily made yourself.
Their decision.
How much money do you want to bet the bulk of this bitch's money is from OnlyFans? How much you want to fucking bet?
Is purely based on vibes, logic, and reasoning isn't going to help
She's a fucking Bernie slut.
us understand them. I know, I just like...
Hates capitalism, but without it, she'd be broke as a fucking joke. Well, I'm employed. I'm not a prisoner. So, no, I'm not going to pick fruit. Hell, okay, then if compulsory service is bad, please tell my high school that I graduated from. Because in 9th grade, you had to do 5 hours of community service, and to get your diploma, you had to do 10. Now, I lied about the 10. I didn't do shit. Well, technically, I did do that, but whatever. Maybe I'll tell the story one day. I'm sure the statute of limitations is expiring on it. Well, no. If compulsory service, why should I have had to work 5 hours of my life and not be paid for it? Oh, well, they were trying to foster your role in community and blah, blah. I don't give a fuck about the community. Pay me. I will happily work my ass off for you, too. But pay me. All right, I'm done with this fucking airheaded dipshit bitch. Boom.
90% chance that when I decide to get married, it'll be with a girl that's not from America.
Oh no.
Why? Why are your fingernails painted ruby fucking red? Why? What is wrong with you?
Why? Is it because you live in another country?
No, it's because typically Western women are obnoxious, combative, not submissive. They act like men, and generally, you have to fight all day in the business world, and then when you come home, you got to fight all goddamn night with the fucking. Oh, and they don't cook, they don't clean, and they don't make a home. So, what the fuck good are they? Rum ba-dum ba-da-dum da-dum da-dum da-da-da-da-dum da-dum. Rum ba-dum ba-da-dum da-dum da-dum da-da-da-da-dum da-dum. And by the way, real speech professor, any chance of you getting your man card back is now gone, so saith the Lord of Patriarchy.
Men are now more objectified than women. They're simply viewed for what they can provide and what they can do for others.
You just described the patriarchy.
No, he described reality, you stupid soft slob. I can point tens of thousands of videos where a woman literally says one of two things. Okay, what does a guy have to do to date you? Well, he's got to be 6 feet tall, he's got to make 6 figures, and he has to have a six-pack, blah, 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 blah. The amount of women I have seen with on-the-street interviews, and again, take those with a grain of salt, but how many women think the average man is raking in $250,000 to $500,000 a year will mind-boggle your ass. And then, when asked, well, what do you bring to the table? You know, he's got to bring X, X, and X. What do you bring? Oh, I bring my presence. Or I bring my energy, or my, what other stupid womanese bullshit they bring. Okay, look, unless you're going to be my complete sex slave, that argument's off the table that you just bring sex, because that ain't that hard to get. And if I want it without the headache, just fuck it, I'll pay for it. Again, don't cook. Don't clean. You don't enhance my life. You don't make the home life any easier. Why the fuck would I... Again.
Right? That's by design.
No, you're right. It is by design. But society didn't design it. Humans didn't design it. There's a reason the patriarchy exists even in the animal kingdom, bitch.
We did that. And that's all they needed to be, because women couldn't even have bank accounts. So...
Yeah. First off, the idea that women couldn't have bank accounts is absolutely absurd. Second, you are correct. They couldn't open up a credit card account. But this is where women really fucked up. Because when they weren't allowed to open up a line of credit in their own name, they had to do it in their husband's name. He was responsible for all of his wife's debt. So if they got divorced, he got the debt, she walked scot-free. No bullshit. Then we let women open up credit cards, and guess what? 80% of the consumer credit card debt, you know, like your Capital Ones, your Cities, whatever, is held by women. 80% of that debt is held by women. Maybe we should go back to that. There's a reason every society on Earth has had to have a degree of control on their women. Because this experiment of letting them do whatever the fuck they want is failing rapidly. I don't know if you know this, but right now, 90% of women are competing for the top 10% of men. Instagram's fault, but it is what it is. I mean, take a girl who's a knockout, a 10, but she happens to live in Boise, Idaho. She only has the men or the boys, whatever, that are in that area. So suddenly Cletus, the tow truck driver, well, not making, tons of money, but making good money, looking pretty good because he's also really cute. But then Instagram comes in, and now this girl from Boise, Idaho can catch the eye of the Prince of Dubai and be flown on a private plane to his yacht.
And you're just a DM away from any yacht, plane, or car in the entire world like that, just because you're alive.
This is one of those self-fulfilling prophecies here, right? Because if you seek out a partner who only wants someone for their money because you're not offering anything else, and you find someone who's willing to date you for your money, but then you don't have a lot of money, of course they're going to leave.
Well, here's another reason not to get married, at least to an American chick. 80% of divorces are initiated by women, and men get railroaded in divorces. There is no benefit to a man to get married. There really isn't. Outside of you having kids, because you're fucked either way, so you might as well get hitched.
The trick, and this is going to blow your mind, is to find someone who likes you as a person.
And also, we're not all comfortable being beta soy boy cucks like you. Well, most of those countries don't have their culture on the edge of ruin like the Western culture does, because of bleeding heart, liberal, fucking leftist crybaby, jackass, soy boy beta bitch assholes like you.
I have been married for 14 years to the love of my life, who I have 3 beautiful children with.
And, I hate to say this, but you still have a better than 50% chance of getting divorced from.
Of 333 million people.
Well, okay, that's a misleading stat right there. There aren't 333 million women. There's roughly about 150, fuck it, let's just say 160 million women. Okay. Great. How many of them, again, the ones that are in their prime marriage years, aka about 18 to 26, again, they're the ones partying, getting run over by Chad, Tyrone, and who the fuck ever. Then when they hit their, again, I've seen too many of these videos. And then they wonder why they can't pair bond. Then they wonder why they're alone. Then they wonder why men don't want to date them. Because the men that they actually would look at, they've already moved on to the younger models. And they consider it beneath them to date Carl the mechanic.
Don't do that.
Whatever. He can establish the same thing by picking a bitch up in fucking Poland. Or Thailand, or wherever the fuck.
That Colombia has agreed to all of Donald Trump's demands and that there will be no tariffs for now. Before we go any further,
Gee, it's almost like tariffs work as a threat, Harry. You dumb God, Jesus Christ. Can we get some hooker to fucking suck his dick so that his balls drop?
That opinion just shouldn't include telling women you know what's best for them.
So basically, men can have an opinion on abortion. We just have to bow down to the feminist mistresses on it. It's not essential medical care. Like 95% of abortions are elective. Again, maybe teach women about things like condoms, birth control, IUDs, the morning after pill. By the way, all still legal in all 50 states, motherfucker. Oh my God. Billy, I'm not saying a last-minute flight. In Minnesota, you can have an abortion up to the minute of birth. A flight 3 months out would only cost a couple $100. And that's round trip. One, there is no state where if the life of the mother is at stake, they can't do the abortion. Okay. Second, what was the other thing you said? Sorry, I forgot it.
Basic medical procedures that save treatments and basic medical.
No state is banning fertility treatments. Where are you getting this, you loser?
Procedures that save lives. The fact is, women are dying, like Portia Gomezi in Texas, who died during a miscarriage because doctors were afraid to perform a routine procedure due to the state's strict laws. So
that wasn't what happened. I can't remember what happened off the top of my head in that case, but no, it wasn't because, oh my God, the state laws.
Yes, men should speak up. Be loud. But we need to speak up by amplifying.
Healthcare is not a human right. You have no right to ask to demand the services of another free of charge. I don't trust women to make their own choices. I'm sorry. Have you seen the choices women have made? They're usually fucking disastrous. There's a reason why there's no women CEOs.
So you can. It's a human rights issue.
Oh, fuck off. Fuck off. Fuck off. Abortion is not a right. Because medical care is not a right. Fuck off with your human rights bullshit.
2 of my children are autistic. Most of my friends and many of my family members are neurodivergent in one way or another. And
oh, for Christ's sakes, everyone's neurodivergent in one way or another. That's why I find the term fucking laughable. Rum-ba-dum-ba-da-dum-da-dum-da-dum-da-dum-da-dum-da-dum. Rum-ba-dum-ba-da-dum-da-dum-da-dum-da-dum. Healthy babies are aborted every single fucking day in the country. Again, my state, Minnesota. A woman has the right to an abortion up until she gives birth.
there's no world that exists where this is common neurodivergent behavior.
Oh, God, he didn't do a Nazi salute, you stupid fucking motherfucking piece of shit. Fuck off. Apparently, this is old commercials from Africa.
I
don't know how much I'm going to be able to respond because they're not speaking fucking English.
Met ys.
Okay, I got nothing on this one.
Verbeel jou net dit reën heerlike kraker, gesmaaklike brosrys en geroosterde klappe. Verbeel jou.
What is he bringing that kid? Oh, well, I'm not going to make that joke.
Dear Beacon.
What is wrong with school uniforms and chocolate commercials and... Oh, God. Fucking Fanta. Bullshit soda. Fucking...
Nuwe Fanta Beska vir pure smaakplesier.
Hallo daar, ek is Jack. Dis my mense. Hulle maak reg om ontbyt te eet. Daar's maar nou met die melk.
Never get this commercial on screen today.
En hier kom Janie Kellogg's cornflakes. Klink jy's my speelgoedkas.
If it was made today, the woman would be sitting at the table and the man would be running around frantically in the kitchen. What is wrong with people? Oh, God. These came from South Africa. Don't give your fucking cats milk. All right, but I have to go pee. I will be right back.
Delicious Kentucky Fried Chicken taste.
Whole breast fillet.
Delicious taste.
A hot whole breast fillet on an oven.
Wait a second. How the fuck did South Africa get a fucking Kentucky Fried Chicken sandwich before the goddamn rest of the United States? The fuck is this?
Fresh sesame bun. So brush properly with Mentadent P. And when you do this, your teeth will still feel clean.
I'm not going to do that.
In the center, Mr. Fender.
Steakhouse
What
melts from
the
I&J
fuck?
in cheese and new mushroom.
Okay, that isn't a steak. That's a Juicy Lucy, which is a burger. At least my mistress was kind, and this is only less than 90 seconds. Not to be an ass. Actually, I don't care. But, you're gay. I get that. But why do you want to try to look like a woman? Aren't you a man looking for a man?
Like, oh, that's cool. Boy crush. Boy crush. I'm your boy crush.
Okay, that was what it was, and we need to open up the asylums again.
Hey guys, this is...
Wait, you sent me the exact same thing, sweetheart. You sent me the exact same thing. Emily, you sent me the exact same fucking thing.
Hey
I'll
guys.
watch it again.
This is Marcelo. Super blendable, buildable.
Once again, you're a man looking for a man. Why do you want to act like a chick? You're not my boy crush because I'm not into boys. Although I will say, if I was ever filming like a movie or something, I would hire you to do my makeup because you know what the fuck you're doing. Now again, I don't know what country this is. Me, I would have probably been a lot more violent than that, but that's me. Anyway, here's little Barry Obama.
If you're a criminal, you'll be deported. If you plan to enter the U.S. illegally, your chances of getting caught and sent back just went up.
And where was the outrage on this? All right, so here's the other one. This is Selena Gomez, America's cutie pie. She's crying over the ice raids. Hold on, I'm gonna need a fresh beer for this.
Couldn't say that I'm so sorry. So many people are getting attacked.
Well, they're not your people. You're an American citizen. They're citizens from all over. Oh, your acting's getting better, I'll say that.
I'll try everything, I promise.
Aww. Except, here's where I lose any and all care. Selena Gomez is an American. Her mom is an American citizen. Her Mexican father abandoned them. She went from living in a small Texas home, right here, to a $5 million palace. You are a billionaire because of America. Your people are still right here. You're a fucking American. You're not a Mexican. You're not a Venezuelan. You're not a Colombian. You're not all these other fucking countries. You are an American. You wanna become one of them? Fine. Take the first fucking flight out of here, and don't come back. She's an American. American trumps all. So we have this post from, I don't know, Lonnie, whatever. I wish black people would just refuse to create for the next 6 months and take our music off streaming platforms, art out of the public eye, and just watch. Like black culture, completely inaccessible. What would non-black people do with themselves? Well, first off, Snoop Dogg performed at Trump's inauguration. So you have that problem. Second, your terms are acceptable because I fucking hate rap. I hate fucking R&B. Gospel is okay at times. As for your art, I think it sucks. As for black culture, what is black culture? Because I just view it all as American culture. What, I won't be able to get my chitlins? Oh dear. I mean, it's something. Anyway, that's where I'm going to end the show tonight. I don't know if I'll be back on or not. I don't know, and I don't fucking care. Good night, everybody.